We are free because my father's generation raised their hands when Australia went to war. They believed in the idea of this country, who we were, what we stood for. Today, we're told, only a small number of young Australians say they would do the same. Many of us feel we've lost our bearings, ashamed somehow of our story, our institutions, and our shared beliefs and values, the things that have bound us together. Today's Australia looks more like a nation of complacency and self-doubt in the face of very real challenges. Families under strain, our communities fragmented, a cost of living reflecting an economy that is in danger of becoming structurally weaker. And the world is becoming increasingly dangerous. At the same time, we lack confidence in our leadership. We look for better. Australia is plainly at a crossroad. We must face the facts. If we can't recover our foundational values and address the grave policy challenges before us, we will decline away as a nation.
If we stop believing in the dignity and worth of every person, what holds us together?
If we can't prepare resilient citizens, how do we build a resilient nation?
Debt is up, productivity's down, housing is out of reach, especially for young people. What kind of Australia are we creating?
When energy is unreliable and expensive, prosperity slips, and hope with it.
We confront the most challenging strategic circumstances since the Second World War.
A country doesn't recover by accident. It needs visionary leadership that inspires an engaged and vibrant citizenry to build a great society.
When the pressure is on, leadership matters. Not the kind that comes with a title or a platform, the kind that shows up early, stays late, and owns the consequences. Leadership isn't about being in charge. Anytime you influence someone to do what they otherwise wouldn't, you're leading. So that raises a question for all of us. What part can I play? Because a country like ours doesn't hold together by accident. It holds together when people take responsibility for their patch.
We can't shy away from reality. We have to face the facts in order to shape the future. At Aspire, we all need to confront the real causes of society's issues and face the fact that there is a real cost to inaction. We need to clearly identify the challenges that we are facing as a nation. We need to research, listen to one another, and debate to explore genuine solutions. We must equip people with the conviction, the networks, and with practical next steps to turn these ideas into action that changes our nation for the better.
When you look around, the problems can feel overwhelming. Debt, housing, energy, security. These are massive problems that don't change quickly. And it can be hard to see what difference one person can actually make. But I've realised that if the people who care, who can see these issues clearly, if they opt out, nothing gets better. Progress takes courage, and it takes perseverance from each of us. Change starts when we step up and take responsibility for our patch.
I understand we're facing challenges, but I can also see what's possible. I can imagine Australia where we can have disagreements while still being bound together by a shared identity, where ideas are contested, but the people remain one. I can imagine a country that takes future citizens seriously, that forms character and fosters responsibility and courage. I can imagine an economy where effort is rewarded and starting a life feels achievable. Energy that's reliable and affordable, so prosperity isn't a memory. None of this is out of reach, but it also doesn't happen by drift. It's built by people who decide the future is something to shape, not just inherit.
You ask, what is our mission? Well, Aspire has been created to equip today and tomorrow's leaders and those citizens who want to be usefully and constructively engaged, those of you watching now, to help bring about the vision of Australia that we all know is possible and that we want. This is the moment to be honest about where we are and serious about where we're headed. Please don't just listen. Decide. Decide what part you will play in your family, in your workplace, in your community. The kind of nation that we all aspire to isn't really built from the top down. It's built bit by bit, patch by patch, station by station, by involved and vibrant members of the community. So please take responsibility, lead where you are, man your station wherever or whatever it might be.